Welcome back to Blacklisted News and Reviews, your social bias media. I'm Goma.
I'm Morty. I fucking said it.
And Blacky.
Good God. I'm keeping this one in, but just so all the viewers know, these two retards can't do a fucking intro to save their lives.
Look, you should just save all our terrible intros and just have a whole video.
I've already gotten rid of them. I don't want to see them. Alright. Oh wow, this article was actually updated today when we're recording.
Oh, nice.
So.
Oh fuck, it's March 1st already?
Yeah, it's everybody's favorite topic, child killing.
Well, you know, we always have to start out with, like, children and dying. It took me longer than I would have liked to find a dead child on the news.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, good for the children, not so good for the, the world, because, maybe we got a little too many.
Not so good for
Maybe we got a couple too many children. We could pull a China or two.
Pull a China?
Just throw out a couple babies here and there.
I mean, I don't know if we can do the full China and the whole, testing fucking diseases on our population.
The full Chinese experience? No, we'll just go for the beta.
The beta. A community is pulling together after a 2-year-old child was struck and killed in a Squamish parking lot Friday night.
It's pronounced Squamish. I don't know. This is in Vancouver because, of course, it was in fucking Vancouver.
Well, I didn't even notice it was in Vancouver, honestly.
GoFundMe
But that makes it even better.
GoFundMe campaign launched to support the family has raised more than $21,500 as of Sunday morning.
That's neat. It's a shame fucking funerals are that expensive, but hey, it is what it is.
Well, hey, I think they have a like a 1-for-5 deal over there in Florida.
1-for-5 deal, damn.
But I bet the guy who was backing up in the parking lot that ran over the kid is probably like, oh shit, I must have hit a road bump or a fucking dog.
Damn, that's
a 2-year-old really child. That's not very. That's not very big. That's not a very.
Like, how the f did he get there?
This is going to sound really bad, but a 2-year-old child is very tiny, and I can totally see you not noticing that.
But he was with his mother, because I'm pretty sure it says a woman and child, and I'm assuming that's his mother. If not, it's just some random woman. But like, the child easy to miss, of course, but the woman, not so sure about that one.
Well, see, that's where all credibility goes out. Like, I can see someone not noticing the child, but like you said, the woman. That's very noticeable. And
it says that they reported leaving the store together, so I'm assuming it's his mother. It doesn't specify. There's not a lot of like concrete details here, but yeah.
I do want to say. I do want to say that if I were in their position and I just got fucking $21,000 from the death of that kid,
you buy a couple documentaries and just go on with your life.
Fucking bury him in the backyard. No need to fucking waste money on anything.
Well, look at it this way: it's only 2 years old. You're not losing a lot of.
You're not losing that much investment.
Yeah, you didn't lose that much investment. You're still young enough to make another one.
You can start again.
Your eggs haven't dried up yet.
Your eggs haven't dried. What if they waited? What if this was like their last fucking shot?
Well, then you fucked up.
You fucked up.
What if the fucking husband got to vasectomy me right after?
Then you fucked up.
But did they even catch the guy who hit him?
I don't know.
How funny would it have been if it was if it was the father? Don't want this kid anymore, and...
Well, I hear you can bribe the guards at prisons to, let you go in there and fuck the inmates.
Okay, I'm listening, but like, where are you going with this?
Well, if you want to make another one with the father, and the father's clearly going to be in prison for killing a child, so...
This is the only way to get rid of our child, honey.
If you think about it, if it was the father, he got a pretty sweet deal. He got to get rid of the child and get a $20,000 bonus for doing so.
Absolute Chad.
Let's move on to the next one.
That's fucking hilarious, though.
Washington.
That's enough money to cover the tuition of 2 children.
No, the fuck it's not. Hold on. What sort of fucking bum-ass goddamn community college bullshit is that? $20,000 is somehow enough to cover two tuitions.
Goma, he lives in Algeria. That's a lot of money for them.
Okay, because some people, you know, like, there's many people who hear 20,000 is like a year of college.
That's
barely a year of college.
Yeah, for one fucking person. 20,000 to cover 2 college tuitions. Out of your fucking mind.
You fucking colleges are a fucking scam.
Yes. Sort of.
Washington.
State. You already read the last one, nigga.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
you read the fucking title for the last one.
You read the title. You read the fucking.
I read the first line. Whatever, read it.
The first line is the title.
Read it.
Washington State man becomes first U.S. death from coronavirus. Woo!
The CDC said it's responding to the first possible outbreak of the virus at U.S. long-term care facility in Washington.
Neato.
Fucking coronavirus.
27 patients, 25 staff members have symptoms. Ooh, nice. Spectacular.
The person who died was in his 50s. So
I'm sure they can rest assured that unlike China, we won't have military trucks drive up to the hospital and start taking away patients.
Men in his 50s with underlying health conditions. So, like, it's still
the same thing. It's just old people who are already sick are catching what is essentially a super flu, and they're getting fucked.
Yeah, it's just the flu.
But
he probably died from the pneumonia caused by the.
Yeah.
It probably
this is the normal flu, and we'll just end up being stuck with a fucking
we'll just evolve and adapt.
There's nothing we can do about it if it happens like that. All we can do is just be careful when the season comes by.
Like that's the same doctrine behind like antibiotic-resistant bacteria. It's like you can kill most of us, or you can kill most of the bacteria, but there's gonna be some that are just completely fucking immune to it, and then you're fucked.
I mean. That's the same way that the mayor of London takes terrorism. It's just something that's going to happen. It's just something that's going to happen. We just have to deal with it.
You can't really become immune to terrorism, though. You kind of just die regardless.
They're sure as fuck trying over there, though.
But I'm just saying, like, it would be fucking neat, you know, if we have all these super diseases running around, then, like, about, you know, a good couple 100 years later, you know, like, everybody's fucking immune to everything.
Look, I'm just saying, eugenics. If we do eugenics, we can solve this problem.
Goma, you get one fucking unrelated disease or illness, and that's it. You have like a.
That's not how the immune system works.
Like that.
That's not how the immune system works.
You have one extra disease that fucking affects your immune system, and that's it. The coronavirus will get you.
This isn't a Fallout game, Morty. You can't just like fucking look. Oh, I have this list of disease. Let's go to the hospital and cure like this and this and this. That's not how diseases work.
Yeah, I'm saying you get a fever and like.
Like the thing is, you're not getting the fever. Like by the time your body has recognized you have the fever, like it's already destroyed it. You don't get the symptoms.
Morty. You know the fever is the immune system working to get rid of the disease, right?
I know.
Like like I'm saying, before you even get the symptoms, your body has just fucking destroyed it. So like if somehow we can get through eugenics, through like fucking sheer mutational luck, however, if we can get that shit going, that'd be pretty fucking neat.
I know eugenics sounds bad.
You know what we can probably...
But if we just do it correctly.
Like, all I'm saying is we take all the unhealthy people and we put them in a room and we gas them. And then...
Well, yes, we don't need unhealthy people to breed.
Maybe that was what Hitler did. Maybe he saved us from...
eugenics was something Hitler was doing. He had a slightly different motivation, though.
See, he was doing eugenics wrong. Much like communism, we haven't done it right yet.
Now that's an argument to make. Wow. No, it works. We just haven't done it right yet.
Okay. Okay. Technically, Hitler was doing it correctly. He was just doing it for the wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm. He just wasn't focused on like actually making people like that much like objectively better. He just wanted white people always good.
But much like how we breeded dogs to be smaller and cuter, he wanted to breed humans to be a certain thing, and that's what they were doing. That's the whole thing of eugenics. It's a very simple thing to do. It's just doing it for the wrong reasons.
He wants to create like superior humans by killing off the shoes.
Yes.
Yes. Because they're not worth it.
I mean, they do have like lots of skill with hoarding money, so...
That's a bad thing. I don't want that in my society.
It's bad enough that we have old men running for the presidency that don't know how to do math.
I mean, they won't be around here for long with the coronavirus around.
Jesus. Remember when our presidents used to be smart? Remember when you needed to, like, fucking go to college to be a president? And, like, be like a doctor and, like, shit?
Speaking of people who don't know how to do math.
Goma, do we have to bring this up every time, old man? You fucking...
Look. Okay, guys. Speaking of people who can't do math, Ted Cruz tried to mock AOC's scientific knowledge.
No, but hold on, because this man's talking some fucking bullshit right about now. This man's talking some bullshit right about now.
Oh boy.
Throw these hands. Let's go right now. What do you say some shit? Say some shit.
You always keep talking like this is your fucking country. Like you were born. Your parents literally fucking gave up on your country and went somewhere else.
And
Morty.
Your entire fucking country gave up on their way of life to be fucking cucked by France. And now you and then France is like, sure, you can have it back, whatever, we don't care. And now you're talking shit. And now you're talking shit.
I don't treat American presidents like they were my actual presidents. When we had... What the fuck are you talking about? You never had any good presidents because you weren't American.
Well, there's an argument to be made that the American president is basically the world president because America has so much influence.
But what I was trying to say was it used to be very common that, you know, to be a president, you had to have, like, a good bit of prestige. Like, a lot of presidents went to law school, you know, some, like, I think one or two went to medical school. Like, almost all of them have gone to college, and, you know...
There's a certain amount of common sense that you need to lead a country.
Yeah.
They had dignity and honor. I'll give you that.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, look at Nixon.
Oof.
Well, I thought we were talking before Nixon.
Huh?
Teddy Roosevelt. Those kinds of people.
Let's move on real quick. Ted Cruz tries to mock AOC's scientific knowledge, and it didn't go well.
I don't appreciate them calling her AOC, and I like.
What the fuck's AOC mean?
It's that congresswoman, the one who's a fucking bimbo, and they call her AOC.
That's just an abbreviation of her fucking name.
I know, but like they do this as if like she has a special fucking title or something. She's literally some random congresswoman who's just fucking annoying.
The Texas senator tries to take a fight Cortez. It's just a long name. A long and boring name. Called out Mike Pence's coronavirus credentials. Honestly, I feel like this is a mute point. It's like It's like putting two retards into a pen and having them fight. It's ugly and no one wants to see it.
Well, first you have
what the fuck even is this about?
I don't know. Like I said, it's just two retards fighting over something stupid.
Okay, so to make this interesting, can we talk about Scientology?
No.
What the fuck
Why
is it
not,
called?
No. No, Scientology is both irrelevant to this article and irrelevant to the world.
Oh, he's literally the fucking main man of Scientology.
Who?
He's literally the only thing keeping it in existence or relevance.
Who, Morty?
Oh, wait. I'm fucking fixing this.
Okay, but wait a second. So she called out Mike Pence, and then Ted Cruz was like, "Don't be talking about my nigga like that."
I guess.
And then she decided, "Oh, you see, you don't even believe in Ted Cruz doesn't believe in evolution. What? What the fuck is man? Wow. When you were talking about old guys who don't even know how to add, like Jesus, man."
Well, I was referring to Bernie Sanders, but that goes on a lot of people in policies right now.
Jesus.
A lot of the people in high positions don't know shit.
God, no one here knows anything. Fucking hell.
Like I said, it's throwing two retards into a pin and seeing which one comes out on top.
I don't understand. Why did he ask about the Y chromosome? Like, what? What?
You know, it reminds me of that time when the fucking Congress brought what?
Is this about trannies or something? I'm so fucking confused.
I don't know.
Why is this even news? This is literally just a fucking Twitter exchange.
It's a Twitter exchange against two retarded people who are leading the country.
It's like when the fucking Congress brought
I mean, both of these people are basically senators.
As it happens, Ocasio-Cortez holds an award for microbiology from MIT. Literally nobody gives a shit.
So, these were both senators, and they're both incredibly stupid. Just think about that for a bit.
Wait, does she actually
two senators are this retarded.
Of the Oracle of Science? Does she actually do that, or is he just being sarcastic?
He's just being facetious. He's fucking like goading her. Like, oh, I guess since you're the Oracle of Science, you know.
Wait, but why would he ask her like a fucking middle school level question?
I think he's trying to poke fun at her, but I don't understand the context for all this dumb shit.
Because middle school is probably the only.
That's as far as he got. That's as far as he got.
I mean, I'm not going to say being a senator is a low bar, but after seeing AOC and how she acts, I'm thinking it's a very low bar. Honestly, I think Morty could be a senator.
Here, look.
That's how low the bar is.
Her award is a fucking. Her award is a fucking prize for a science fair. What the fuck is this shit? Fuck out of here! You did not accomplish bullshit. Fuck out of here.
I want to remind everyone, AOC is the same person who tried to put out the Green New Deal.
You majored in economics and internal relations. Those are not real majors. Like, please.
Wait,
this woman was a fucking bartender.
Isn't economics like a really useful major?
This woman was a bartender, and she lies about it, saying that she was a. Okay, so she was a bartender at this one restaurant, but she constantly lies, saying that she was a waitress and she was getting poor pay and poor tips because she was a waitress. But she was a bartender, making more than all of the waitresses in that restaurant combined.
Why lie?
And she constantly because she wants the pity points and she wants to, get down with the people, so they'll fucking like her.
What do you do, fellow kids?
How do you do, fellow kids?
Basically, complaint filed over transgender MIL track athlete.
MIL?
I don't know, man.
MIL.
Coach, a parent of a female athlete voiced concerns. A Title IX complaint was filed this week.
Title 9.
I don't know why this is just a number instead of these stupid letters.
It's Roman numerals. Come on, man.
I don't know Roman numerals. Why do we still use Roman numerals? It's so fucking old. Who the fuck thought I and X made them 9? How does that even work?
The X is 10. One is the I
I thought
1.
the X was 5.
The X is 10. And the 1 being on that side means it's 10 minus 1, which
Wait.
is 9.
No, wait, if it's 10 and 1, wouldn't that be 11?
10 minus 1 is 9,
No.
Blacky.
Why do I just have 9 little eyes? Or one out of V and like 3.
A V and 3? Because that would make 8. You fucking autist.
Blacky, the V is 5.
Jesus. Fucking hell. On Thursday, Cynthia Monteleone, the mother of the female athlete, and sent a written complaint. In a complaint, she said she was taking action because boys and men have dramatic advantages over girls and women in athletics. Performance is greatly enhanced compared to females due to basic physiological differences. Well, yep, that's just facts.
Yes, these are facts.
Those are literally just facts.
Said the transgender athlete had competed in girls volleyball at the school in the fall. Previously, the athlete had been competing as a male.
She says that the policy is in violation of Title IX, which prohibits discrimination against a person on the basis of sex by discriminating against female athletes. It guides all public schools. Could not be directed. What the fuck? Student has the right to be...
Yeah, this
I
thought
taking
has
steps why is this a thing, really?
Because people are
It
retarded.
used to pop up a lot last year and just stopped and I kind of forgot about it, but I guess it's still fucking happening. People are
Like-
still allowing this to happen.
Like,
So
I
basically,
thought this was
is
settled
spoiled.
when, like, that one guy who had, like, no fucking, no records, he was just, like, a standard dude, switched to being a female for, like, a day, broke the world record, and then switched back. Just to make the fucking point that there's such a dramatic difference that even someone who has no fucking, like, athletic background like that can just destroy these world records.
You see, the gay agenda has swept that under the rug.
Like, what agenda is there here? Like, athletics is not a fucking, like, field in which you can just ignore physiological differences like this.
Apparently it is to some people. Because remember, males and females have no differences.
No, they do. That's why we've
No,
been
they
separating
don't.
them into male and female. Like,
Much like how
gender
gravity
is
doesn't
not a
exist.
social construct. Gender
much
is a
like how
biological construct.
Much like how gravity doesn't exist, differences
Gravity
between men
doesn't
and women
exist.
don't.
God, that's like people who say differences between, like, races don't exist, and yet they own, like, dog breeds. Like, really makes me think.
I mean, there is a reason why we can figure out if someone was a Caucasian or not by looking at their fucking bones.
Not even bones, like, just actual fucking, like, physical features and, like, hereditary features and shit. Like, son, please. There's so much going on in your DNA. That
I must make
that
it
is-
clear, we're not saying that races are lesser than any of them. We're just
No,
saying
I'm
that
not
you
saying that
be
there's,
different.
like, anything is better or worse. I don't fucking give a shit about that, but there are clear fucking differences based on your race. There's clear differences that are encoded into your fucking DNA.
The blacks are superior in
Like,
basketball.
you ever do a 21andMe and, like, they can tell you where your fucking DNA is, like, likely to have come from? Like, it is, like, pretty easy once you have someone's fucking DNA to track, like, differences like that based on different regions. And that's just a fact because environmental factors and, like, mutations and all that
Transgender.
other shit changes your ancestors' DNA, and that gets passed on, multiplied, fucking mutated, and so on and so forth, all the way down to you. And you can't undo hundreds, thousands, millions of generations worth of fucking biological change simply by identifying as something else. Especially on the subject of fucking gender. Like, it's so fucking clear. It really fucking hurts, man.
Okay, so 10, 5, 3,
Don't bully him like that.
18?
Yeah, there you go.
I was really hoping he'd say like 1,000 or something.
Remember, if it's a smaller number on the left of a bigger number, you subtract. If it's on the right,
That
you
doesn't make
add.
sense. Fuck you and your Romans.
Fuck you and your Romans. There's not much else to say here. Like, just
Morty,
come
read the
on,
next
people.
one. Tulsi police.
Tulsa.
Listen to it.
Tulsi.
Where's the I?
The I is silent and doesn't exist.
Tulsa police released body cam video after the accusations of racial profiling.
Oh boy,
he and another
this ought to be
officer
good.
had a pleasant interaction
Police body
with this
camera.
woman
The
Tuesday
quick
in
interaction
the
of February
main.
22nd escalated to an investigation and ended with a woman in jail later. The police shared the camera video in Facebook Tuesday and said its officers record about 1,000 body camera interactions every day. That it was shared a specific one.
Gave police a name and came back at 7. But I thought she was homeless. What? How'd they drive her home if she was homeless?
Well, you know, the nearest dumpster.
They are like, you know, they're fucking cardboard boxes.
The nearest dumpster or the nearest cardboard box.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on.
Kind like this week shot I shared.
Wait,
a
hold
post
on. How
of
was she
personal-
initially profiled?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't quite understand here. So, they had received complaints that she was trespassing and aggressively asking for money. They confronted her peacefully. They checked her stuff, and like they checked her record and it was clean. Then they drove her home, and then someone posted that she was homeless and was racially profiled.
There's a news article called the Black Wall Street Times.
Apparently,
Wait,
and then
she
was found to have lied, and was then arrested on suspicion of false impersonation.
Oh wow!
What the fuck is happening right now?
This is a clusterfuck.
This is a bit of a clusterfuck right now. It's fake news on fake news on fake news.
Like, holy fuck! This is a fake
This
news
random
sandwich.
woman is like, they responding to like complaints. They talk to her. She seems clean, and then someone is like fake newsing them about fucking racially profiling her, and then
Like,
she
how do you
was
even make that
actually like committing fraud or false
Like, how do you make
impersonation.
that shit up when the body camera will like prove you wrong?
Yeah, like, hold on. Let me just take a quick peek here, because I'm pretty sure, like, you can see in the video that, like, literally nothing is happening between them.
Like, I like how everyone pushed for cops to have body cameras, and now they do, and they're, like, still trying to, like, say, oh, these cops did something wrong, and this is it. It's like, oh, let's look at the camera. Huh, it looks like you're a fucking liar.
And they even drove her home.
Yeah, like... Like you can, if you see the video, like they're just standing and talking to her, and nothing happens. They didn't fucking pull her out of the fucking bakery. They didn't fucking like harass her. I don't understand.
They didn't fucking yank her to the back fucking street and start whipping her. Let's move on.
And then, hold on. And then this motherfucker who got called out is like, they want me to apologize, but actually, this is a city with a past deep-rooted in racism. And
oh, fuck off.
We may wish to believe that racism remained in the past, but it did not. Literally nothing happened to this woman. Like, I don't understand. And then she was in the wrong to begin with anyways.
Fuck out of here.
Like, she fucking... Like, she lied to the cops about her identity. And then, like, people kept complaining that she was harassing people anyways. And so she got arrested regardless. Like, I don't understand. What the fuck? Why are you upset about this? The cops are, like, obligated to respond to, like, complaints.
Well, because he's a racist.
That's kind of their fucking job.
Yeah. Like, if they're not going to protect and serve, they at least have to fucking serve. Right? Like, Lord forbid they fucking just do their job. I don't know.
Well, let's go back to Vancouver.
But, like, have you ever seen, what's that guy's name? Ice Poseidon?
Yeah.
Like, he gets fucking swatted, like all the fucking time, and he's a white dude. Like, where's the racial bias there? I don't understand.
Well, you
like,
see,
he doesn't live in Tulsa, but, like, he gets swatted all the time, and the cops do not play around with that shit. He's been, like, stopped, he's been asked, get on the ground, put your hands up, fucking, the whole fucking ordeal. Well, it doesn't matter.
One of these days, he's going to get shot.
Oh, hopefully not. I mean, he's not even doing anything. Like, he's literally just being swatted. But, like, all I'm trying to say is, regardless of whether or not you're innocent or guilty or you're white or you're black, the cops are going to most likely just go through the whole, routine because, like, one, that's their job, and two, the risk of not going through this is large, like, the possible risk is much larger than, like, what you would gain by just not doing it. Also,
aren't they, like,
Morty wants you to read that.
Read what?
Aren't they, like, legally obligated to, like, go through that?
Yeah, they are. Like, that's one, that's their job, and two, if they don't do it, and then it turns out this person was actually doing, something illegal, or they're actually, like, harming someone else, then, like, not only are they going to be in danger of losing their job, they're also letting someone get away with doing this crime.
What the fuck does this mean, DCCL? What the fuck is this, Morty?
Why you gotta do them like that? That's,
like, what the fuck is D&C?
You can read this. You can read. I believe in you.
Wait, can you put the C's on that side of the... Wait, D is... Wait, no, C's... No, never mind. You're right.
Whatever. Fuck you and your Roman.
Because C's are 100, right?
Back to Vancouver. Vancouver police report a wave of bogus calls recording of a woman in apparent distress.
Okay, so that's 500, 600, 700, 800, 850, 854. God damn it.
Why are we so stuck on Romans today?
Good job.
Because I wasn't sure if D was 500 or 1,000, and I wasn't sure if C was just 100.
I didn't know the Romans could count up to 500.
The Romans could count pretty high, dude. They had big legions.
Vancouver police are notifying the public about a wave of what appears to be disturbing prank calls.
It's not quite a phone scam, but oh, god damn it. They just took the fucking caption and then reworded it. Fucking bullshit. When people picked up, they heard a recording of a woman in distress, police said. Police spoke out on the incident in response to a social media post from a woman on Twitter. So, let's see. It's a terrible scam prank call from a 484 number of a woman screaming and sobbing as if being attacked, and responded to me when I asked who it was and said, "It's me." I called the non-emergency Vancouver PD, and they confirmed that they're getting blanketed with calls. That's a pretty fucked up thing to do, dude.
Like, okay, you really shouldn't do this. The police have enough shit on their hands and not enough people as it is. You really shouldn't just be adding more shit to their shit,
Not even, like, with the police, just, like, you're calling random people and you're making them listen to, like, a recording of some woman fucking, like, in distress, like, calling out for help and sobbing and screaming.
Yeah, but prank calls are pretty fun.
No, but you're you're harassing people right now. Like, it's a difference between, oh, your refrigerator's running, or thinking someone's being fucking attacked.
There's a difference between calling up Pizza Hut and asking for boneless pizza and fucking calling someone and playing a fucking girl screaming.
Help! Help! Ah! Would you want to fucking hear that? Would you not be a bit concerned?
Well, Morty gets off to that. I mean, think about all the noise that comes from his basement.
You're right. Jesus.
Well, I think it was one of the bullies in my basement.
God. Sometimes you forget Morty's a terrible person, but he's keen to remind you.
Yeah.
I do intercept all their calls just in case they happen
You
to
give
hide
them
the
cell
phone.
phones?
Why do you give them cell phones? It's like,
Just in
it
case.
reminds me of that one article we did where the the woman got kidnapped, but she saved herself by tweeting on her phone or whatever.
Like, why'd you let him keep the cell phone? What the fuck?
Just in case.
I guess all the
manage-
kids down there need the phone apps to entertain themselves.
Alrighty. Man who participated in...
Area is the UK. The area code.
Okay. Man who participated in
number.
fatal Vancouver shooting gets 7 years in jail.
I
A man
would
who
imagine.
participated in a drug-related fatal shooting in Vancouver apartment has received a 7-year jail term.
So we have Vancouver and we have drugs. Fantastic.
Yep. Let's see here.
Too low.
Cody
That's too
David
Oh.
low.
Stuver, 25, pleaded guilty to the January 30th, 2016 manslaughter of Christopher Quick, 40, at a drug shop on Granville Street.
Drug shop.
His
Drug shop.
drug shop.
I'm pretty sure that's murder. Manslaughter is when
Yeah.
you like accidentally kill someone. This man went up and shot the fucker.
I'm a little confused here. Then he had like basically a partner who also pleaded guilty and got 3 more years.
So
Wait,
hang
they were
on.
first
the
charged
guy-
with second-degree murder. So wait, whoa.
Wait, hang on.
How do you get
so
reduced?
You walk into the store, revolver someone into the fucking chest, and that's manslaughter? Also, how's that second-degree murder to begin with?
How's that
That's like
second-degree-
first degree.
Okay, so what the fuck
it
is
says
here?
here. It says here he got the gun for the purposes of intimidation. So I think
Yeah,
he planned.
Okay. Hang on. So let me get this straight. He buys the gun to intimidate a rival drug person. He walks in.
No. They bought the gun so they could rob the store.
Okay, so they're premeditating robbing the store. They walk in. The guy shoots him in the chest immediately.
No, they walk in and they get the stuff, but they think they've been ripped off. So his partner shoots at the guy. And then the guy fucking dies from a bullet wound. Okay, so it's manslaughter,
don't see
I'm
how
guessing,
this is
because
second
they
degree.
didn't intend to kill him, but they still fucking murdered him.
How's
Like,
this
that's still
second-degree
murder. Like, what the fuck?
I don't see how that's second-degree murder.
Well, I think, isn't first degree premeditated?
Okay.
So they didn't premeditate the murder. They just happened to kill him when they were shooting, but, like, that's still murder.
How did it get reduced to
I
manslaughter?
don't know. What in the fuck?
So it's like accidentally pushing
How are
somebody.
their defense lawyers arguing for lesser sentences? You just walked in and killed the dude. What the fuck?
You walked in, robbed the dude, then killed him because you think you didn't rob him enough.
What the actual
You're like,
fuck?
I didn't rob this fucker enough. He's holding out on me.
After
Let's fucking
today, I
shoot
hope
the
that you
fucker."
may feel a sort of closure knowing that justice for Christopher's... What justice? These motherfuckers are walking away with manslaughter. After walking in, robbing him, and then shooting him. What the actual fuck, dude?
What is wrong with Vancouver?
Vancouver's on some really fucked shit right about now.
What the
What the
fuck?
fuck?
They're on some drugs. Man, the fucking.
How many
the fucking-
drugs did the fucking guy slip under the table to the fucking police to get that manslaughter cut charge?
I don't know. Here, look. There's a minimum of 25 years in jail if prison is used for murder in the U.S. Like, how is this man getting away with 7 on this supposed fucking manslaughter charge?
The fucking bullshit.
Like, what the actual fuck? They walked in to rob the dude and they shot him and they're getting off with manslaughter.
It's to whoever who has taken a number of courses in prison aimed at helping rehabilitate himself. said that
Rehabilitate? No, nigga.
I know I
No.
can't say anything that will take away the pain that you feel. There is no justifying what has happened here. I am truly sorry for my actions and callous disregard of a human being. And apparently that got him manslaughter for writing and reading that letter
I
to the
will
court.
always carry
That's some
with me
bullshit.
the memory. I will always carry with me the memory of what has happened and the people who have been hurt the most. After today, I hope that you may feel a sort of closure in knowing that justice for. No.
No. Absolutely not. This is ridiculous.
I will always carry with me the memory of what has happened and the people who have been hurt the most. After today, I hope that
I'm glad we've all read that fucking paragraph now, but you know, what in the fucking hell? After receiving credit for pre-sentence custody over what? Credit for pre-sentence custody? Excuse me?
We need to stop reading this article. This is a rabbit hole that I don't want to fall in right now.
What do you mean credit for pre-sentence custody? What do you mean? Was he held in custody for 3 fucking years? What?
Vancouver's a really weird place.
I can't.
You're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna hurt yourself if you think about it too much.
This is fucking infuriating.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. I want to look at the comments. Cindy community, USA people only. I am making $76 per hour at home on laptop. This is make happy. But now I am working 4 hours daily and make $40 easily. This is not for me to happy my family. How? I am making this so you can easily.
Did you just read a scam comment? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Vancouver police. Vancouver police. Morty, calm down. Vancouver police seize massive trove of cash and drugs from downtown apartment.
I'm gonna get a fucking hernia after reading all this shit. I swear to God. I'm losing my mind right now.
Vancouver police say a welfare call at a downtown apartment led to a seizure of massive troves of drugs and cash. Said the police said officers and paramedics were called to the unit at 77 Richard Street early Sunday morning to check on the welfare of the occupants.
Saturday.
First responders arrived to find 2 men in medical distress, both of whom have taken to the hospital.
Oh my God. So, let me just read this and then I'll give my opinion. While in the unit, police say that they observed about $200,000 in cash and millions of dollars worth of drugs in plain sight. So these two fuckers just came off of like a really fucking lucrative drug deal and then got themselves fucking just destroyed on the drugs to the point where the people who were fucking like in the apartments next to them were like, we haven't seen these people in a long time. Maybe we should just, check up on them.
Yeah.
And this leads to them getting fucking seized and, well, not even arrested because they were fucking destroyed, so they had to be taken to a hospital. Don't get high on your own fucking supply.
Approximately 3 gallons of an unknown liquid and several ounces of
substances
believed.
It's liquid PCP. It's just gallons worth of PCP. Just chug that shit.
I have to ask again. How's that give the drug addicts safe supply of drugs? How's that going for you, Vancouver? Because your city seems to have a big drug problem, and I don't think feeding that addiction is going to go well for you.
I think you guys should seriously bomb Vancouver.
You know what? I hate to agree with Morty, but Vancouver's getting a little out there.
God, there's fucking there's like 1, 2, 3 related articles all on the same page about more drug seizures.
You guys need to fucking bomb Alabama,
Vancouver. I have to ask. How are the drug dealers doing so well in Vancouver if the Vancouver is giving drugs to the drug people?
I don't know. Also, I have to ask, why is it that Morty, who bitches about people talking about America, is now asking for America to be bombing people? Really makes me think.
For America to bomb itself.
Vancouver's not a part of America. Vancouver is part of Canada, Morty.
I don't care. Look, Canada is just
basically... he didn't even fucking know. He didn't even know. That large fucking pause as the information sets in. Oh.
You can hear the moment when it clicks in his head.
Fucking hell. My ears, dude. Come on.
I have no need to learn your fucking.
I have no
corrupt-
concern for these.
At least learn
Vancouvers.
basic geography.
They don't teach that there.
You
Because
guys
you
will
see,
destroy
in Algeria, if they bring out a map, that means they have to acknowledge that there are other places, outside of Algeria, and that they're all better than Algeria.
Goma, you want to get the next one?
I feel like Morty hasn't read any in a bit, but if he doesn't want to read this one, I'll read it.
Well, I'd like someone who can read English.
Damn.
Oh boy,
You can't
Morty.
see the time, and you're fucking dyslexic.
I'm going to have to sit you down and teach you geography one of these days.
Outspoken gang critic Le Baron flees threat in Mexico for U.S.
Interesting.
Le
He
Baron.
fled to the U.S. Oh, he
Yes.
criticized the cartel, didn't he?
Yeah, he
What a
talks shit to
retard.
the cartel.
What a
Apparently he
retard!
talks-
I hope this guy
he
gets
talks-
shot.
He talks shit to the cartel while being in Mexico.
Like, come on, you gotta be smarter than that, man. You gotta be
Like,
smarter
look,
than
it's
that.
dangerous enough to talk shit to the cartel while you're in the U.S., but talking shit to the cartel while you're in Mexico is a big problem.
The dude
On
on the
February
left,
17th, huh?
the old man on the left looks so fucking dapper.
That's Walter White right there. On February 17th, he said there was a shootout in Casas Grandes, Chihuahua State. What? Okay. Where he has a home, followed by a couple of apparent grenade detonations and still more gunfire. The next day, he asked local police about it, and an officer said they didn't know anything at all had happened. They argued, and the officer hung up on him. Like,
Yeah, look, the police is completely in the hands of the cartel.
the cartel has their fucking hands all over the police's nuts. Like, at any point, they can
Like-
just squeeze.
Look,
Okay, look at this. The cartel could blow up people, and the police would literally tell you.
The cartel can have
nothing happened.
shootouts, they can blow up grenades, they can just fire guns all they like, and the police is just like, I don't know, nothing happened.
Exactly. That is how shit of a country Mexico is right now.
And like this, that same night, he got a fucking phone call telling him that the gang wanted to fucking kill him.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's making
That's how fast
awkward
this shit
questions
goes.
that the police can't answer.
Like,
so the
he's-
police it was probably the police who ratted the fucker out.
Exactly. Like the officer's like, you got a motherfucker asking questions. He should have known better.
Like I
Jesus.
can understand why coming to the U.S. is probably a kind of safe idea.
ask something.
But,
if he has lived his entire life in Mexico, he would know that he probably shouldn't have asked questions.
You would
Well,
think so.
Dumbasses appear all the time, Morty.
He's long been outspoken in denouncing rampant criminal activity, but he really should just know better. A relative's
know
maid later reported seeing 15 gunmen in a canal 2 blocks from his home, and he believes he very well could have been their target. They had 15 dudes getting ready to cap your ass. Like, come on, man.
The Mexican cartels are not like regular gangbangers. They won't come into your house and just pop you. They'll come into your house, like fucking whip the shit out of you, cut off a couple limbs, sell your daughters and wives off to the fucking sex slave, and then they'll kill you in the desert.
Mm-hmm. Or they'll do like an actual like fucking hit, and they'll just like pop you from like a good couple 100 feet away, and you'll
Or
never
they'll
see it
come
coming.
over, knock on your door, toss a grenade into your house, and then leave.
Like what
The
they
police
very
don't
well
give
could
a
have been
fuck.
doing with those 15 guys is that sort of like lineup where they all surround the house and they just fucking fire.
Yeah,
Because like that way you're gone.
yeah.
And then they'd burn your house down, they burn your cars, and you just are fucked.
The police won't do shit about it either. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Mm-hmm.
They're just hitting each other that way.
But again, this is why I think we should pull the military out of Afghanistan and throw them into Mexico.
He lost his brother to cartel gunmen in 2009, and he didn't learn.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. I just remembered. What the fuck is the war between Iran and the US?
Nothing happened. It's not a war.
It didn't happen because Iran knows better than to fuck with us.
Exactly.
The entire thing just went
Which is
dead.
Look. Everyone wants the military out of Iraq and Afghanistan. Let's pull them out and let's bring them closer to Mexico, where we need to fucking annex them.
What?
Look, Mexico can't run their own country. They let the cartels run it. We just need to go in there.
Seeing the U.S. military roll up on the cartel would be a fucking legendary sight.
Oh yeah.
Like, both because like it would just be like the fucking military in like relatively close civilian like areas, and secondly because the cartel is like one, squishy enough that like it's gonna be fun seeing them get torn apart, and two, skilled enough that even though they're gonna get torn apart, they're still gonna get some good licks in, and that's gonna be fun to see.
Oh yeah, but there's also the fact the minute the fucking U.S. Pulls in there, think about all the citizens that are sick of the cartel.
Oh boy.
Like it's not going to be like fucking Afghanistan where they have religious dogma and also they're scared the fuck out of the guys that will come in there and burn their wives the minute the army leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, the fucking Mexicans be like, oh fuck yeah.
Hey. Man, Mexico really should just become another state.
I'm saying annex Mexico. They can't run their own shit.
North America just needs to be bombed. Just North America, all of it, just needs to be fucking bombed.
That's a really funny way to say Algeria.
Stolen Hearse carrying casket recovered after
Hersey.
Freeway chase.
It's just hers.
Hearse?
Yeah, it's just hers.
But that's a retarded name.
You said the same name except you accentuated the E.
Yes, because the E is there.
Holy shit! Someone stole a hearse while it was carrying a casket. What the fuck?
I like how you just ignore me.
Because like I didn't actually realize what the fucking title said until I was like done hearing the fucking explanation for why you didn't want to pronounce it correctly. Oh my goodness.
Oh, fuck me.
It's happening in Los Angeles and not in Vancouver.
Not in Vancouver. Not in Florida. Los Angeles.
It has all the hallmarks of an only in Los Angeles crime.
Mm-hmm.
A thief stole a hearse with a body inside, then went on a wild ride ending with a chase and a crash on a busy freeway.
I like that they acknowledge it.
Authorities say they found the body undisturbed inside and took James Juarez into custody after the crash, which closed the 110 freeway during the morning commute.
The Los Angeles Sheriff's Department pleaded with the thief, whose identity was not known at that point, on social media to return the body in a post that was widely shared online. Out of all the bad decisions you've made, at least make one good decision, and bring back the deceased person and casket inside the Navigator.
Jesus.
Any comments, Morty?
I don't know what to say to that, honestly.
I'm just like sucking it in. I'm just sucking it in. Like it's not so dumb thing that I can like insult it.
That's not even the craziest thing I've heard all day.
I just can't believe
I'm sorry to say, that's not even the craziest shit I've heard. I think the manslaughter charges are still crazier.
Like, he crashed he crashed the vehicle, too.
Like, he wasn't there for, like, the body, so, like, I can't, like, They were probably easier targets, though.
Local media have reported that the body remained in the vehicle while a mortuary attendant brought a different body into the church, and that's when the SUV... One of the fucking attendants was taking a different body out of the vehicle, or out of a different vehicle, I don't know, into the church, and that's when they stole the SUV. Imagine pulling into a fucking church and being like, that looks like a free car.
What is with people stealing bodies and like fucking fighting over bodies? Why can't people just leave the dead alone?
This is like early in the morning too. He crashed around 7:45 a.m.
All the people trying to go to work and shit.
Jesus Christmas, mate.
Under any drugs or like alcohol?
Well, it's Los
I
Angeles.
don't know if he was.
They don't say here, but it's Los Angeles. They don't have to. We all know it's true.
I'm glad that they did not identify the mortuary because, man, imagine being part of that fuck up.
Zero comments.
We
That's
fucking we left it. We didn't look for 1 second and then it was gone. It was just all gone. Fucking hell.
Alright, we can move on to the one Goma wanted to cover.
Oh wait, there's a second image. Oh, never mind. It's just the cops pulling up on him.
Yeah.
Oh, House approves bill to ban the sale of flavored e-cigarettes. They're banning flavored e-cigarettes and other flavored tobacco products. No more chimichanga, raspberry, blueberry, banana flavored cigarettes.
Banning like flavored tobacco is fine, but like why the e-cigarettes?
Because kids are smoking them too much.
Well, you know what? I'm fine. I do not care for having to listen to people like fucking suck on their goddamn fucking vape and shit.
Using that time and effort trying to stop kids from taking drugs instead of fucking e-cigarettes. Or how about fucking stopping them from using actual cigarettes?
Hold on a second. What the fuck?
What?
Menthol cigarettes. Like,
what about them?
Like, apparently banning menthol cigarettes is targeting black people. Because black people smoke more of them than, like, other people.
A ban that targets menthol products but ignores other premium tobacco products unduly burdens the black community? What? What?
White adult smokers would see little difference in their lives after this ban, while black smokers could face even more sweeping harassment from law enforcement.
That statement is low-key racist on its own.
The whole implication, there is just completely fucking backwards.
What the fuck?
What the actual fuck?
That's some low-key racism, just like, that statement alone.
The reason they want to ban menthol cigarettes is because they're, like, just as bad, if not worse for you than regular cigarettes, and they're more addictive, is the issue.
And because, you know, some people say, oh, e-cigarettes, at least it's not real cigarettes, they smoke it even more.
But, like, menthol cigarettes are, like, regular cigarettes, Blacky, but they're just, like, menthol, so, like, it's not as harsh of, like, the bitterness. E-cigarettes are a completely different thing. Like, have you not seen menthol cigarettes before?
Oh, I have.
Yeah, so, like, it's completely separate, but, like, what the fuck is this implication here? Jesus.
I mean, back in the day, I fucking quit, and it was easy. Okay, no, it wasn't easy, but, you know.
Yeah, my dad quit smoking, too. Like,
I decided that I did not want to fucking die like that. If I'm gonna die, it's gonna be some other stupid reason other than that. And I'm like, all right, I've just gotta put this down, and I gotta stop.
Like, the thing about this is, like, when you give smoking like flavor, like when you give smoking shit like mango flavor, cotton candy flavor, like they're listing here, or you give it menthol, so like you get rid of the fucking disgusting flavor that it has.
It becomes like a gum at that point. You can have whatever flavor you want.
It becomes like fucking much more addictive.
Chew it as much as you want. It's like,
I do have to, like, it does, like
I'm not even sure why, like, smoking is even still allowed, honestly. I mean, besides, my big tobacco company money.
Even if,
you know what, I think we should ban
children to smoke, but, like, they still do it.
No. We should ban smoking in all forms, and then we should unban or legalize prostitution.
What?
Blacky, stop trying.
Where are we going with this one?
Okay, look. We all want some stress relief, and let's be honest, fucking some whore is far better for your health than smoking.
Oh yes, I have my break.
And it's probably cheaper on a year basis too.
I guess, yeah. Like, all I'm saying is, like, cigarettes and, like, cigars are, like, one of those things where, like, not only do you have the nicotine portion, which is, like, just the drug, you also have, like, all this other fucking, like, additive shit that is just god awful for you. Like if it was literally just nicotine,
when you add like strawberry flavored cigarette, you're fucking advertising to kids. Like that's targeted to kids.
This is bringing back so many memories. Fuck.
Like essentially, what needs to happen is you either need to wean people off of cigarettes entirely, like just get everybody fucking off of this shit, make it illegal, or you need to fucking produce products that, like, because the thing about like cigarettes as compared to like drinking or like marijuana is like there's no good recreational part of there's no recreational smoking except for like hookahs, but that's completely different. Like there's no recreational smoking because the only thing you're doing when you're smoking is you're trying to get that nicotine because your body's like, shit, I need the drug. And at that point, you're no better than an alcoholic.
But the thing is, like, they tried to ban alcohol, and you saw what, like.
No, I'm not saying that's the thing. Is like, you don't need to ban this outright, but you need to like get rid of this fucking shit that's in your cigarettes that is killing people.
Well, hear me out here. We could always take the Vancouver approach and provide free cigarettes to everyone, and maybe they won't be addicted to it anymore.
No, not free. Provide them with a clean alternative, and one that doesn't target kids, because there's no point in fucking giving kids drug addictions before they're old enough to make proper choices.
Here, kids, here's your free condom, but no, you don't get cigarettes. We hand out condoms to kids all the time, but we don't hand out cigarettes. What type of fucking
I don't understand the point of handing out condoms either. Like, good God.
Well, you know, because some people are too embarrassed or too poor to go buy condoms, and we want them to have safe sex.
You guys won't allow people, like a person, to legally drink alcohol until they're 21, but you allow them to take like hundreds of thousands of debts in student loans when they're like 17 and 18. I don't understand.
I don't see the problem, Morty.
Well, it's not their money usually. It's like they're not the ones who are like they're not going to be paying those loans until they're after they're out of college. Like usually when you go to college, you have the support of your parents. And usually, you know, with their support, you're able to make a decently educated decision.
Parents are fucking retarded.
Yours are, yes. Your parents are absolutely retarded. But most other people don't have retarded parents.
Nobody doesn't have retarded parents. Fuck off.
It's okay, Morty.
I can't open the new one because I'm still banned from Twitter.
You're banned from Twitter entirely?
I don't know. It won't let me open up Twitter.
Here, I'll read it out.
Greece
is at war.
Greece is at war.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Greeks battled police as large-scale protests continued over the construction of new centers for the tens of thousands of migrants invading Greece.
I can see why.
What?
I can see why the people of Greece would take exception to this.
Mm-hmm. Continue reading.
We are in wartime. We are in wartime. The police have the weapons. We have our hearts and souls, said Father Stratus.
Well, you won't have those very long after the police shoot you.
They shoot you, you die, your soul exits, and they shoot your soul as well.
Like, for fuck's sake, man. People don't want these goddamn new immigrant centers and shit. Stop moving migrants into the goddamn country, people, please.
Look, you just have to do, like...
The economy works properly if you let people move in and out. And if your economy isn't working properly, then you fucked it up. Then you fucked it up. You don't fix this shit by doing...
You just have to be like the British and leave the EU so you can have control of your own
imagine if the US was like, oh yeah, we're just going to import a couple Mexicans. Like, no, the Mexicans import themselves. Right? The Mexicans import themselves, and that's how the economy works there. You don't have the government subsidizing fucking migrant centers from fucking Mexicans. And the same thing here. There shouldn't be fucking government construction of migrant centers. Like, for tens of thousands of people. In a fucking country as small as Greece.
so economically fucked up right now.
Yeah, Greece is fucked. Greece is in like so much debt, it's not even funny. But that's because they fucked their economy themselves. And they need to fix their economy themselves. And not try to fucking solve it by just bringing in migrants.
The EU is a cancer to every country involved with it.
Jesus, man.
We're finally getting I wanted.
Let's go back to kid killing, why don't we?
Yeah, it's Morty's favorite.
Wait.
Oh, no,
We
actually,
haven't gotten
not
that
yet.
one yet.
This isn't the kid killing. Kid killing is after this one.
Nah. Yeah, my bad. Mother of 3 charged with murder.
No, I want to read this one.
This is Morty's baby.
Mother of 3 charged with murder of man in row over parking space. A 38-year-old woman was yesterday arrested under suspicion of stabbing a man to death in a Dublin estate, has been charged with murder.
So, from what I understand, Karen has finally stopped asking for the manager and just started pulling out a
Karen
knife.
started being the manager. Judge, jury, and executioner.
Fucking going RoboCop on us,
You
huh?
took my parking spot, huh? Huh?
I just want you to look at the fucking picture of the gremlin. Like, it really looks like, I swear.
She doesn't even look that bad.
Not like that fucking monster we
Yeah, she
call
doesn't
the
look.
child.
She looks similar, but like, she looks so much better. It's not even funny.
Crazy eyes, just crazy eyes. Look at the fucking crazy eyes.
She does have a little bit of crazy eye, but like her general face, like compared to the gremlin, so much better. Good God.
Look, I blame this on the man.
Gareth Kelly was stabbed several times. Gareth Kelly was stabbed several times at 7 a.m. in Dublin's Brownsbarn estate on Tuesday.
I would like to remind people that this was over a parking space.
Stabbed the dude several times at 7 a.m. over a parking space.
Look, I dub this the man's fault because he should have seen her Karen haircuts and ran away. He failed to recognize the threat.
This is Ireland.
Oh my God.
He failed to recognize the
He was
threat.
attacked while attempting to start his car, having opened the bonnet to take a closer look at the engine and trying to identify the problem. This man was just trying to fix his car.
He's trying to fix his car.
And stabbed him.
Jesus. I don't like.
I
don't understand. Why do you stab the man? Like, come on.
Neither understand.
I guess he called her a cunt or something, and that was just enough.
That was
I don't
just
know.
enough. Karen had just had enough that day, I guess.
The argument with the manager earlier, I guess, just got to her.
There's too many managers that day. She had enough. Are you happy that you got to cover your gremlin girl, Morty?
Yeah.
I don't understand the people
put their fucking her picture with the little gremlin, light.
I'll think about it.
I don't understand people who like have children. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna stab this person. What about your children after you do this?
I mean, you can stab them too.
Well, I guess.
You know what? Maybe
on the topic of injuring children. 10-year-old Texas boy accidentally shot by his babysitter while she was taking selfies with gun, police say.
So,
you can't make this
I
up.
think we're going to have to review our contract with this babysitter because I don't think shooting the child is very good.
Yeah, it was take out the trash.
This also reminds me of the little gremlin where they said it was an accident when they shot him.
He's not dead, though. He's in critical condition. He might die, though. We don't know.
Well, then she failed, so she'd have to accidentally...
Imagine if she was kept on as the babysitter.
Wait, she was a relative? It says 19-year-old relative. Wow.
No, hang on. Let me finish my thought process. What if he gets out of the hospital and she's still his babysitter and he's terrified of her now?
Okay, so it's not even her gun. She found the gun in the home. It was
the fuck?
Yeah,
just sitting around. No, it wasn't unloaded. She thought it was unloaded, but that's when. So she was taking pictures with it, and she just accidentally fucking fired it.
Okay, I think this needs to be a community class for everyone in America. Gun safety. know how to check your guns.
Know how to check your gun. Know how to not fucking, trigger control. Don't put your finger over the trigger unless you intend to shoot it. Like, really fucking simple shit.
This needs to be, like, free training that anyone can come in and do. Because this shit in America is just getting a bit wild. I don't want us to, like, take away guns, but some people just can't be trusted.
Yeah, some people really just cannot handle themselves. And, like, what the fuck why was there just a gun laying around?
Like, this shit gives responsible gun owners such a bad name.
Like, please, take care of, like, first of all, not only are you leaving your child at home with a gun, but you're leaving your child at home with a gun, and you're leaving someone else in there who doesn't know that there's a gun, who has no training with a firearm, and you're leaving it out to be fucking...
Well, to be fair, I don't think they expected her to grab the gun and start taking selfies with it.
Me neither, but like,
they expected that to happen.
please, keep your guns away from anybody.
Some people are crazy enough to hang their weapons on walls and display them.
Some people. Like, at least unload the gun. At least take the fucking ammo out of it, dude, and take the cartridge out.
In the case of like a home attack or home invasion, you might not have the time to like load up a gun.
And like,
I think the most upsetting part about this is that she shot the kid instead of shooting herself.
Honestly, like, how fucking full of yourself do you have to be to take selfies with a gun? Like, for fuck's sake. Like, if I found a gun in someone's home, first thing I'd do is call them, and be like, hey, is this your gun? I found your gun here, would you like me to put it away somewhere? Because I don't think the gun should be out in the open.
Also, what type of selfie are you taking where you're like
what kind of selfie are you taking where you're pointing it at, like, away and like, got him with your finger on the trigger?
Why is your finger on the trigger at all when you're taking a selfie?
No gun control, man. I mean, no gun safety, rather.
Yeah, katana. This is the new version of the katana. People taking pictures with the katana. It's just with guns. It's the American version.
American version, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is this fucking world coming to? Let's get on to the last few because I've got shit to do.
I mean, you're the one who put all these in here, so.
Yeah, I know. Google employees test positive for coronavirus.
Oh boy, more coronavirus. Are all of these fucking coronavirus ones? I'm looking through these and god damn it, man.
Yes.
Switzerland, wow. Coronavirus, wow. Flu, wow. What more is there to say? What have we not said throughout all the fucking times we've covered coronavirus?
Why is this dude like special enough to like be there like?
Because it's like one of the very few cases that in Switzerland.
Yeah.
And also, why didn't they stop? Why didn't they stop with like Swedish man?
All right. If you want to skip the coronavirus.
Okay, first of all, they didn't type Swedish man because he's not in fucking Sweden. You retard. They would have typed Swiss man.
No, it.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Please go ahead. Is Switzerland Sweden now? Remember that talk we had about basic fucking geography?
What? Are you gonna tell me that Switzerland is Sweden?
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna have to have a special where Goma teaches us shit. Goma will teach me Roman numerals and he'll teach you fucking geography.
Goodness gracious.
Let's just move on to
why didn't type Swedish man?
Let's do the last one, alright?
Wait, hold on. But they also are talking about here Google canceling its summit, and I want to talk about GDC, the Game Developer Conference, where like all the major players just pulled out immediately.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, oh, you had plans to attend? You like already bought shit to attend? Yeah, here, take this big old fucking L.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Nothing more there.
They are looking out for their safety.
A force for health equity.
Oh, we're moving on to that? I thought we were doing the last one.
No, you said you wanted to go through this.
Well, most of it is just, alright, let's go to the forced equality then. MIT News.
A force for health equity through on-site projects in developing countries and internships in the business world. Kendall Hicks explores the political and economic drivers of global health. She spoke about clean water, menstrual hygiene, and what's the interesting part of this one?
Menstrual hygiene?
Yeah, menstrual hygiene. Like, when you have your period, stay clean, and such.
You just put a plug up there.
Clean that pussy.
Yeah, clean that pussy. But, like, what's the actual news
called
here?
a shower head. I don't know.
I feel like this is more of like a sort of like a spotlighting someone, and like shout out to Kendall Hicks for doing all
That's
this
a funny
stuff.
name though, Hicks.
Hicks? Isn't that just like a standard Southern name?
No.
Like, is Hicks not like a name that's common in like Alabama?
I don't
lots
think
of Hicks
so.
there.
I don't go to Alabama. I don't talk to people who come out of Alabama.
Damn.
I live in California.
Alabama.
I live in California. Why would I talk to those Hicks?
Damn. Because you just called him Hicks, exactly. That's the joke.
Like Hicks like is a nickname for them. It's like an it's an all-around general insult to all Southerners.
Yeah, there's nothing interesting in this article.
I mean, like, again, shout out to this person. She's being proactive and helping out with stuff.
She's doing the good work.
You know what? She might have needed this.
What?
She's doing the good work at MIT, but we can't find anything funny to laugh at, so we're gonna move on.
Yep.
Local elections could be delayed by coronavirus outbreak.
Ooh, scary.
It's the fucking flu. Get your fucking mask and go out there and fill out the fucking dot which one you want.
Just
go
boop
out
boop.
there and put the dot on the old idiot you think is gonna have the best chance.
This
of
is for
being
local
funny
elections, though.
When they lose to Donald Trump.
Is this even for the U.S.?
Local.
Isn't this? This is
Where
London.
Is this for? Oh, London.
Yeah, this is in the U.K.
Oh, well, that's different then.
I mean, London was that kind of place where like all the the plague and shit kind of started because they're fucking dirty as hell.
Well, that's a bit more serious than if it's London.
Yeah, if it's London, just be careful. Don't
be careful. Stay away from the Asians.
Mm-hmm. Stay away from your fellow peoples. Everybody in London's fucking carrying something, whether it be a knife, a disease, or something unspeakable.
Or bad attitude.
I mean, look at this picture. This woman pulling out a chain from her bush. From her purse, she's about to whip someone in that fucking train.
Pull out a chain from her bush. That's a Freudian slip if I've ever heard one. Wow, you really thought that giant black object near her crotch was her bush?
Look, we've made a lot of mistakes today.
Oh God, Morty, read this one.
Oh, fuck you! You goddamn racist.
What? You've only read a couple articles. I know you're not Iranian. Just read the fucking article.
Why is Iran's reported mortality rate for coronavirus higher than in other countries?
Because if they notice someone coughing, they fucking burn them or stone them.
Oof.
Due to the outbreak, Secretary of State Pompeo says the U.S. has offered to help Iran respond to the virus.
And their medicine is probably eat these roots and feel better, faggot.
I think another thing is Iran is probably the most honest right now in releasing numbers.
Yeah, because they don't care. They don't have anything. They have no shame.
There's only a few hundred and such,
I mean, fuck, people dying from disease, that's an easy death for Middle
Iran,
East.
yeah, honestly.
There's way
At least they're not being killed by
die.
their own leaders.
At least they're not being hung from fucking cranes for being gay.
Cough, cough. Wink, wink.
Cough, cough.
There's no plans to quarantine. And, I don't know, people are worried about outbreaks.
Canada's reported mortality rate is currently at 3.5%. That's bullshit. In South Korea, 13 patients have died out of the 1,766 Like, the mortality rate for coronavirus isn't that high. It's not a really killer. It's just the flu.
But the dangerous thing about it is that it spreads really fucking fast.
Well, yeah, it has a very high infection rate, but it doesn't kill that often.
If it does infect everybody in the world, that's 7 billion and 3.5 of that's a lot.
Also, it says here that Iranian authorities are probably not reporting like less severe cases, which is why their like percentage is so high, because people who like have it and like aren't severely like being affected are just not being reported either.
Like,
so like of the people who of like the what was it of the like 300 and something people or something like who have been tested positive, like who have like severe symptoms, only 34 of them have died. That's not bad.
That's not a very high number.
Like if you're showing severe symptoms and like they're unable to treat you, that's not bad.
Morty, you go ahead and tell me when Iceland closes the ports, and then I'll start panicking.
You need to know like in advance when they're closing ports so we can move there.
No, actually, Iceland has been infected.
Well, then it's all over. It's all over then.
No.
They win. But in all seriousness, folks, if you have a weak immune system,
actually, holy shit, there is a confirmed case of coronavirus in Iceland.
It's over. The game is over.
What's the other one? Madagascar.
I told you it's over.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. New entry restrictions amid coronavirus. Hold on, Madagascar.
Madagascar is closing the ports.
Ministry of Public Health bans entry of all travelers who have been in China up to 14 days before as early February. Yes, Madagascar saving the human race, baby. All right.
But as I was saying, really seriously, people, if you have a weak immune system and you start to feel a little unwell, get to the hospital. Get
yourself checked. Yeah, just better safe than sorry. Because this is not like a regular flu. This is a super flu. It is stronger than the flu.
It is stronger than the flu, even though we say it's just the flu.
What I'm worried about, like a few years from now, when it just keeps coming every year, and like we cannot stop it.
Like the regular flu, we're gonna get a vaccine for it,
and like I mean things like SARS and such have like kind of phased out. Like after the first initial outbreak, once you can sort of control it, then everything's sort of all right.
It does pop up every now and then.
Yeah, every now and then, but it's not like a big outbreak like now. Like once they understand it enough, once you're able to address it, then it pops up every once in a while, but it's no longer a big risk.
We're gonna be fucked the moment
Madagascar has already closed its ports. It's fine. Even if the rest of the world loses the game, Madagascar's got it.
They won't win.
Like I'm saying, we're gonna be fucked the moment like a virus as like fast spreading as like corona gets like immunity to antibiotics, and
Morty, like we said, this is just a waiting game. There's nothing we can really do about it.
Antibiotics are for bacteria, and this is a virus. They're not the same thing.
There's also that.
There's also that.
Like, of course, shut the fuck up, Black. You didn't know that either.
No, I was just getting to the general point of, we are losing the war against the shit. There's not much we can do against it.
You didn't realize that either.
Teen activist Greta Thunberg responds to cartoon appearing to show her being assaulted. On Saturday, she tweeted, "They're starting to get more and more desperate. This shows that we're winning."
I hate that smug face of hers, but it's a cartoon. Chill the fuck out.
It's basically someone went ahead and memed it up about her being sexually assaulted by migrants, I'm assuming. Or whatever.
I mean, that's not really that big a deal. It's a fucking cartoon. It's not like they're actually doing anything. And I don't take anything Thunberg says because she is a child of an actor who's a child of like a director or some shit. Their whole profession is faking shit.
Yeah. Did you see the thing about they had basically an anti-Greta who was another teen, And
Oh
so
yeah,
it was
I saw that.
A whole political discussion will be fought with teen proxies.
Yeah.
Because you can't criticize a teenager, so you have to fight a teenager with a teenager.
They made a meme with the Metal Gear shit. Our wars are fought using proxies, and then they got the two fucking
Greta and Anti-Greta.
I mean, really, the most of the fucking argument is shut down because it's like, oh, why are you so upset at a kid? Like, okay, if the kid's gonna start talking stupid shit, we're gonna start telling it he's fucking stupid.
Right.
It's like Morty. Even though Morty is a simple child, I still talk shit to him when he does stupid shit.
Morty's not a simple child.
Hey.
He's a very retarded, complicated child.
This is me. Blacky is as tough as me.
Don't drag me down to your level. I'm at least a step up. I may not be a very high step, but it's a step up.
No, you're like next to me.
No, I have to give Blacky some credit for knowing geography.
I pull up the little stool that kids do, that kids have to, so they can get up on the sink and brush their teeth. I pull up that little stool.
He doesn't know math. That's what makes it.
Neither do you know math.
You know math. How can you? You don't have any proof that I don't.
What's 9 plus 10?
Well, Morty,
I
wouldn't.
Stupid.
Morty, I wouldn't say knowing Roman numerals for you would be that much of an improvement, considering your education system in Algeria hasn't advanced past the Romans.
Damn. Why you gotta do them like that? Shit.
Roman numerals are probably college level for you people.
Damn, that means Morty's kind of smart for an Algerian.
Yes.
But only kind of.
He's high up there in Algerian
Yeah. Hey, Morty, read this one for me.
There was like a newly invented...
Read that one for me.
What the fuck is this?
Read it, Morty.
Read it.
That's... What? Hold on, why is there 2 Ds? That's 500... That's 500...
You know what that is, right, Blacky?
No.
1,000...
Blacky, look at it a little closer, Blacky.
Doki Doki Literature Club.
Thank you, Blacky. See, Blacky's not retarded unlike some people I know. Unlike some people I know.
So have you seen there's a coronavirus waifu out there? Coronavirus Chan or some shit like that?
Oh yeah, and then there's the picture with the hazmat dude.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think actually. Oh, here we go. I have a color version of it. Right here. I don't understand why they made her hair like orangish. But
probably to be like because the virus's color is like orangish.
I mean, the virus doesn't have a color. They only color it for the sake of like showing it.
Yeah, but you know.
Get infected by me, bigot. Quarantines are racist. Get infected.
Never. I'm immune to your tricks, you bug bitch.
Your Puritan PC views don't affect me.
She's got little.
Why is she so fucking thick?
I know, right? What the fuck?
Like her, like not even her butt, but like her, like thighs are just bulging. Like what the hell? It's crazy. Also, why does she have bat? Oh, I was gonna ask why she has bat wings, but the question answered itself.
Dipshit.
I'm retarded. And she's got like the Chinese like bun sort of hairstyle, and she's got like the what's that thing called, the Quipao or something like that? Like
I don't know, man.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful image.
All right, I think we're done.
I think we're done. We've covered quite a lot, from child murder to more child murder to drugs, more drugs, killings, more killings. Fucking
from second-degree murder to manslaughter.
God fucking damn it.
Just be safe out there, folks.
Be safe out there. Don't let motherfuckers who kill you get demoted to manslaughter. That's some bullshit.
And remember, if you see a woman with a Karen haircut, run the other way.
Yes, always.
Yeah.
Don't get near them, and don't talk to them.
Subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, whatever, any sort of reaction you want to leave. And as always,
if you don't like us, let us know.
If you don't like us, let us know. And as always, have a terrible day. Thank you.